Okay, I'm going to introduce myself, and I'm going to introduce Gwen Bang as my intermediate student who is going to assist me in the certification process of teaching a new piece to an intermediate student. And my name is Mary LaChapelle, and we're going to start with a piece, and I am going to let you say the name of this one. Okay, so we have Serenade, right?
Yeah, Serenade.
Serenade, and who wrote Serenade? Who is that?
Schubert.
Schubert, and it looks like he is, he had lived a long time ago, but he wrote this piece during what kind of era? I mean, was it like Baroque or classical or romantic or what is the word? Present day songs?
Mm-hmm.
What does it look like to you?
It's in the classic period.
It's in the classical period. That I have, okay, here it is. And there's a nice little paragraph written about his life. It's very short, mm-hmm. But it shows he was born. Get this out here. He was born when?
January 31st, 1797.
Oh, January 31st. That's my birthday. Huh? Oh. January 31st. Okay. And about 300 years before me. All right, so, and then he died when? It says
1828.
1828. So that means is it present day songs, or do you think it's romantic, or is it shows here, it looks like it's classical.
So it might be like at the romantic period?
It could be romantic. As a matter of fact, this song is romantic, and I don't know why it sounds more like the classical era, mm-hmm. But it's actually sounds more romantic than anything else. So when you get home, mm-hmm. if you can have access to a computer, go to YouTube and look up Serenade, Opus, what does that say, Opus?
134?
130, that looks like 134, I need my glasses, but anyway. So it looks like, so if you look up, type it in YouTube, and then pick whichever one you want. There are several different people who are playing Serenade. Maybe an orchestra will play it, or maybe somebody on the piano, or maybe they're just showing the score actually, and they're not even showing the person who's playing it. Mm-hmm. But if you listen to it several times, you'll get the idea of what it sounds like. And if it's too fast, if you're afraid of it and it's fast, pick this. There's a control on there that says you can pick a slower pace, mm-hmm. and you can play it a lot slower. So you know how to do that on the computer, don't you? How to play it slower? Yeah, good. Okay. Oh, what do you see first? What is the first thing in the score that you see? I don't care which one you pick, just pick any of them.
Oh, the beat, 3/4.
The beat, 3/4. Yes. So that means the 3 means what?
Because there's 3 beats in each measure.
And the 4 means?
For the.
What about note? What note does the bottom number talk about? What? The 4, it talks about a particular note. Is it the quarter note, eighth note, or half note? Which one of those does the 4 talk about?
The quarter note. The
quarter note. Yes, you're right. The quarter note means that the quarter note gets 1 beat in this song. Well, most of the songs that we've done before have either 4/4 beat or 3/4 beat. Mm-hmm. So to start with, before we actually begin the song, I want to go through a little bit of preparation, which would mean sight reading. So I have a couple of things on sight reading here. Let's see. I wrote sight reading here somewhere. Oh yes, to be. To be or not to be. That's 3A. We're going to use 3A. 2B, page 72. This will give, we're just going to do a little bit of clapping and counting on the sight reading. It says Lazy Chord Blues.
Mm-hmm.
In case anyone who is an evaluator who wants to see what book this is, it's Sight Reading Book Level 2B, Piano Adventures by the Fabers. So we're going to go to page 72,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a dotted quarter note followed by an eighth note and then another quarter note and either a quarter rest or a quarter note that the right hand is going to play.
Mm-hmm.
What I like doing is here it says 1, 2, and 3, 4. I do not like that approach because it's what it does is it calls on your complete knowledge of you know how to count, and you're really good at it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But to start with, I want people to say what they see. You have quarter, dot, eighth, quarter, 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 dot, eighth, half. No. So let's do it that way. And if we were playing a drum beat, okay, we'll do that a little bit later. All right, 1, 2, 3, and quarter, dot, eighth, quarter, 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 dot, eighth, half, note. Quarter, dot, eighth, quarter, quarter. Hold that whole note. Quarter, dot, eighth, quarter, 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 dot, eighth, half, note. Yes. So then I'll go on to the other book. So that's pretty much what you're going to encounter. You did encounter that. Like over here, you have quarter, dot, well, 2 eighths and triplet. We'll get to the triplets in a minute. All right. So this one, 3A. No, it's 3B. I need 3B. That's 4. 3A. What is this one? I need 3B. Page 6 and 7. There.
Mm-hmm.
What time signature do we have here?
4,
4, 4. There are how many beats in each measure?
4 beats.
And then the 4 means, the bottom 4 means?
4,
It talks
the
about
quarter
it.
gets 1 note each beat.
1 beat.
1 beat.
1 beat. Quarter note gets 1 beat. But what we have here are 3/8 notes, and then 3/8 notes, and then 3/8 notes, and they're connected together with a bar, and it has a little number 3 here with a little curvy line. So they're telling you that instead of playing 2/8 notes for every 1 beat, you're going to play 3/8 notes for 1 beat. So the way we're going to say that is we're going to count it the same way we did just a few minutes ago. Like quarter, dot, eighth, half, note. This is triplet, 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 quarter, 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 half, note. Triplet, triplet, quarter, quarter, triplet, half, note. You try that with the right hand. You have finger, I would use finger 3 on the C. Okay? Hang on, so let me get my, all right, 1, 2, ready, and triplet, 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 quarter, 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 half, note. Hold it down. Triplet, 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 quarter, quarter, triplet, half, note. E, quarter, 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 triplet, triplet, half, note. So that's what's going to happen in the serenade, is you're going to come across triplets. Now, well, let's move on to serenade.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we see besides the time signature? What else do you see up in that left-hand corner?
That there's 1 flat.
1 flat. Does it always have to be the same flat? Is it always in the middle line like that? Is it always the same flat?
Yes.
Yes. Which flat is it?
B flat.
B flat. Do you know what scale that is?
F? No.
Go ahead, take it. Go ahead, play and see if that's the case.
Or should I do like
It is? Yeah, I do the whole scale. Whoops, don't want to do it that way. Use 4. Use 4. Now cross under. And come back down the same way you came up. Cross over to 4. That's right. So how about the left hand? The fingering is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be the same kind of fingering we've had before. Come back down. Whoops. Cross under after 3. So the left hand for the F scale is the traditional, just like the C. Same fingering, exactly. The right hand, however, is a little bit different fingering because of the 4th finger on the black key. All right, so now you know you're in the what scale?
F scale.
Okay, it's in the F scale, but it doesn't start on F. It starts where?
D.
What is that? It starts on D. So it might be D minor, but we haven't gone into minor scales yet. But it's in the scale of D minor, but it uses the same keys as the F does. So if I go from D to D, I'm going to still use the B flat there, but I'm going from D to D instead of F to F. So if I go from D to D, I'm still using the F scale. It's just that I'm starting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. I'm starting on number 6 of the D scale. 6 to 6. It's just using the same scale. Okay, so if you were to play the D minor scale and the F scale, they're absolutely identical because they use what? The same flat, the same flats or natural signs, natural keys. That happens with any of them. But later on we'll talk about how to get to minor, because we have to go through the 3 different kinds of minor scales: natural minor, harmonic, and melodic. So we're not there yet.
Okay.
All right. Now play the D minor 5-finger pattern. Right. So if you now play the chord, play the D minor chord. Now go to the first inversion. That means to put the D at the top, right? Now go to the second inversion. I would use finger 3 up there. Now stay there, and now go like this. Play the A again, just like you're going to do here. Do this one again. Now I'm going to play the D down here, and then right after that, you play that first measure right hand. Okay, we have to come down here farther. Come down to this level. Move down this way a little bit. Okay. All right. D. So if we play it softly and sweetly, okay, so we know that that's B, that's a space note, and it goes down to the next space. So first you started on D, and if you go down to the next space, you have to skip a key, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. However, that's a B.
Yeah.
So what do you have to do with all Bs?
You have to turn to a flat.
A flat. So we're going to go right here. So I'm going to start off, and in the left hand, you don't come down on the key like this, like you don't hit it. You're going to have your fingers all ready for the left hand there because it's really soft. And as long as you're already laying your fingers on the keys, it's going to be soft anyway. Use your pedal. Pedal goes down on the first one. Here we go. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to just put your thumb and go to B flat. And what does it? And the other two don't change. So what chord is that now?
That would be an F. But in the
No.
first version?
It's not an F.
Oh, it would be an B flat.
It's a B flat. Is it major or minor? Play the 5-finger pattern. It's major. So now I'm going to play the B flat down here, which is what that one is, and you're going to play like that. Okay, let's go to the beginning and start over again. I'm going to start on D, and I'm going to play that with my thumb because we're going to go all the way down to our fifth finger down to G. What chord is that I'm going to go down?
That would be...
What chord is that? I always played it in the root position, so the name of the chord is at the bottom.
Oh, that's a G?
G. Is it G major or G minor?
G minor.
G minor. So I'm going to get my fingers ready for a G minor. Okay, so I'm going to start with the D nice and quietly, and you're going to play the D minor broken up there like this. Whoops, that's like that. And then, what is the next part? What does that sound like? It's going to be here. Now we can shift to yes, so it's an A major now. How come the why don't they put that C sharp over in the key signature if the C has to be sharp?
Because it's not in the chord or like the scale.
It's not in the scale, so they have to put it somewhere in the middle. As the scale is, the key signature tells you what scale we're in. But if they put extra sharps or flats somewhere in the middle, it's just that they want to put sharps and flats in the middle to change the chord at that spot, but it does not change the scale. So we're still in the we're still in the F scale and or D minor, but we'll talk about minors later. So let's do this all together here. I'll go to the next one. I'll change to C. I mean A major. Right. I really don't want to give you any more this week on that because it's a lot to take in. You're going to play the D as softly as you can and have your middle finger all set for that B flat tone because you don't want to hit it like that. You want to push into it like you did before. Try that with left hand and just the left hand and push. Get your fingers all set for the keys and just lean into it. And then to A. That's right. So that's how that's going to sound. Like I said, at home you would look up on YouTube and have the serenade and see which one you like best. Because some people play it too fast, and I have never seen anyone play these things too slow. But just for preparation, what I want to do is talk. Oh, another thing too, is you have three staves or staffs. You have a treble clef and a treble clef and a bass clef. What's going on there? Where does the right hand play? Which one of those three is the right hand going to play?
The middle one.
The middle one. Well, then if the left hand plays down here in the bass clef, why is there another treble clef way up on the top then?
Because the left hand will be crossing to the other side.
The left hand crosses over, and the notes would get in each other's way. He would have a hard time playing writing out the chord and a right hand melody at the same time when they're kind of falling all over each other like that. So what he did was he took that melody and left it just for the bass clef. He stays there throughout the middle, through the whole song, and the left hand is going to cross over. So let's just take a look at the right hand here. We're just going to talk about the counting. That's all. What is this first thing going on here? 1, 2, 3. That's a little 3 there, just like I think it was a 3 beat, right? Let me see, 3 beat, 8, 6, and 7. So what did we say there?
Is that there's 3 notes?
There are 3 notes tied up together and has a little 3 under there. How did we count that?
We count it as 1 and 2. Yeah, right?
1 and a.
Oh.
1 and a. Or triplet, triplet. Saying triplet gives you a sense of how it's supposed to go. But if you say 1 and a, it's okay for somebody who really knows what they're doing on counting. But I like to say what you see. So what do you have over here?
A triplet.
Triplet, quarter, dot, eighth, triplet, quarter, dot, eighth. So where does it at? This is the bass clef. So the right hand is going to play there. Are you going to play above middle C or below middle C?
You're gonna play below middle C.
Where do you see that?
Because the staff changed to the bottom.
Okay, it's easier than that.
Yeah.
Why would you, this one is your right hand. Is it above middle C or below middle C? You said below middle C. Okay, show me where that is.
It would be here.
It's an A. All right. So you would say triplet. You would have, I don't know if you, all right, you want to start with your second finger on here. And then it goes up to the third finger. All right. Triplet, triplet, quarter, dot, eighth, triplet, quarter, dot, eighth, and then quarter, dot, eighth, triplet, half note. Okay, let's try it again. I don't care what finger you use. You can use whatever finger you like there at this point. All right, 1, 2, ready, and triplet, quarter, dot, eighth, triplet, quarter, dot, eighth, eighth, quarter, dot, eighth, triple, half, note, dot. And I'm going to show you what it sounds like. Just give you a little demonstration. And since this is a classical era, it's not giving you necessarily a hint that it's romantic, but this, if you listen to the YouTube, you're gonna see that it's a very romantic sounding piece. Okay, I'm gonna start. It says PP. What does a PP mean?
Quiet, like really
It's
quiet.
really quiet, very soft. And you don't have to go, it's a moderate speed. You can take your time, and then your hand would come up, give people time to, when you raise your hand like this, you can get time to get your hands in position. When you're going like this, all right, I should have done it at the same time. I'll do this part over again. Whoops. It would help if I did the right notes. Just as softly and sweetly as you possibly can. It says cantabile there. Do you know what cantabile means? I'm not really sure what cantabile is. It has to mean something soft and sweet, I think. Cantabile. Cantabile. Where is it?
Maybe a bit more pages, since it's A, C, A.
C8. That would help if I had the right spelling. There it is, cantabile. A singing style. So if you were to sing the melody, la da da dee, da 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 da, you have to take a breath. Da, 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 da. Then you have to take a breath. So if you're singing, they expect that you're going to take your time to get to the next spot because you have to take a breath. Okay, let's see what else did I think about over here. Looks like we spent quite a bit of time on this. So that's a good start.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write in, what you're going to do is I would play, one more. We're going to play the F improv probably next time.
Okay.
But anyway, if you would, number one, on page, what is that page? Page 16, and John Thompson, you would play the first 4 measures and investigate what chords they are. I would take a pencil. I'll give you a pencil here. And this first chord is not in the root. It's not in the root position. But if we would put it in the root position, it's a what is that chord?
A D minor.
Put D minor on top of that, right at the beginning of that measure. D with a small m. And the next chord is what? You change it to a different chord.
It will be an F, right?
Play this part. Play that one right there. There it is. So what is that chord? What do you have on your thumb?
And B flat.
B flat. So put B flat up there. And since it's a B flat major, we don't need to put anything else but just B flat. All right. Then the next one is for down on G. It's probably G minor. It's not a G minor 7 either, but it's just it's G minor. Put G minor up there at that point. And the last chord is
It will be A.
A. I just put an A there. That's all it is because a regular letter already means major. If it's C or D or G or B, if it's just the plain capital letter, it already means major. But if you want it to be minor, you have to put the little M there then. So put an A up there, and that already means A major. Automatically. It's automatic. Okay. So if you work on the 4 measures, and I'm going to put down sight reading, continual. I'm just going to put what we have in the sight reading before, which is 2B and 3B. So I just remind myself. It's not for you. It's just for my notes here. And what else do you think you ought to do with this? How about the improv?
Yeah.
So you take a look at your improv, and we'll do the improv next week. But run up and I would do the scale. Go up and down 2 measures. Start with F here and go up 2 measures and down 2 measures. I mean scale. I mean octaves. What am I saying? If you start with F here, you'll have to make sure you put your thumb on F up there too. So it has to be thumb on F in both places. Try it again. Cross under. That's right. Cross under. Oh. Come back down. No, you came back down the wrong key again. 3, 4. There. Okay. Left hand. Left hand is same as of doing a C scale almost. Thumb. Cross over to 4. 4. And then 3. Come back down. Under. Don't cross yet. Cross. I'd work on the fingering for the scale. also chord inversions.
Okay.
What's an inversion?
An inversion is the chords just in different places.
Yeah, you're scrambling the letters around to have a different position of the same letters.
Mm-hmm.
But you're just instead of starting on F for the F chord, you're going to invert, and you can take this F and put it up to the top. Then take this and put that up to the top, and then you're going to wind up with the same ones. You try that. Back down. Perfect. Left hand. Okay, good. Work on the F inversions. And that's about all you really need to do.